And welcome back to Metropole Sports Center. My name is Nashon Owano. Time for us to continue the conversation on the UEFA Champions League and the Europa League, that the games that were played in the course of this week. In case you missed out on the first part of the show, the following is just how the fixture results stood in the course of this week. That is Juventus versus Porto. The game ended 3-2 in favor of Juventus, but Porto are off into the next round of the competition on an away goal rule. That is Borussia Dortmund versus Sevilla. That was a stellar performance by Erling Haaland, giving the Borussia Dortmund two goals in that particular match. PSG versus Barcelona. The game ended 1-1. This basically means that PSG is off into the next round of the competition, basing them on the aggregate rule. Liverpool versus RB Leipzig. The game ended 2-0 in favor of Liverpool, and the following are just some of the teams that have qualified into the next round of the competition. That is Porto, Dortmund, PSG, Liverpool, and Manchester City. Ian Keitany, PSG versus Barcelona. That was a stellar performance by Lionel Messi in that particular game. That was a wonderful strike from Lionel Messi. I think I asked you this thing the last time when you were here on the show. Is this the end of Barcelona as we know it?
I mean, I remember that time I told you Messi is the one who holds the key to Barcelona's success in Europe at the moment. And of course, there are doubts as to whether Barcelona will rise again. Of course, there's no debate about where they are at the moment. They're not the side that we're used to. And of course, the game against PSG, they were absolutely brilliant in the first half. I mean, 16 shots on target, but only converting one. I mean, the conversion ratio is the biggest problem. And I'd blame, personally, single out Ousmane Dembele, because he had quite a number of chances, clear-cut chances that he should have put to bed, but he did not convert, and that is the biggest problem that they had in the first half. I mean, if he had converted those chances, I really think Barcelona would have gone through. I mean, Messi of course scored a very glorious goal, and I mean, he missed the penalty. If he'd have scored that penalty, I mean, the game would have would have turned out different in the second half. But after missing that opportunity, they came out in the second half. They didn't really create many chances. Of course, Messi had another chance in the second half, but I think he sort of was not quick enough to convert that chance. So at the moment, I think if Messi will leave Barcelona, because there are rumors about him, quitting the club at the moment, if he, during the summer, I think that will be quite the end of Barcelona at the moment. But they have youngsters in the squad who are very exciting. Once they have players like Ansu Fati back, there's Pedro Trincao. There's it is time to rebuild that team, and maybe probably 4 or 5 years to come, Barcelona will be back at the top again.
I long for the day that the Catalans are going to be at the top of the table as we knew them. Now, away from the PSG versus Barcelona, the Europa League games that were played in the course of the week, that is Manchester United versus Milan. The game ended 1-1. Dynamo Kiev versus Villarreal, Olympiacos versus Arsenal, Granada versus Molde, Tottenham Hotspurs versus Dinamo Zagreb, and then finally Roma versus Shakhtar Donetsk. Just before we talk about Dynamo Kiev and Villarreal, looking at Manchester United versus Milan, what did you make of that game? Where was your money at? Was it at Manchester United or at Milan? I know you are a Manchester United fan, but sometimes, we have to detach ourselves from the team itself.
Of course.
Based on looking at how the squad was composed, the form of the players. What did you expect from that particular match?
At the moment, okay, we all wanted Manchester United to win, but that aside, Manchester United yesterday, especially in the first half, I mean, they were disastrous, truth be told. And, Maguire missed a sitter. There were a couple of misses. And of course, AC Milan, had 2 goals ruled out in the first half. There was a very wonderful strike, a volley from, Frank Casey. And I think yesterday Manchester United were very, they looked like a very cold side, like a very tired side. And that 1-1, okay, honestly speaking, it was a fair result. I think they did not deserve to win yesterday because they didn't. They played a very, very terrible game. It had it took Amad Diallo to come off the bench to score what I'd say is a very, very good goal and a wonderful assist from, of course, Bruno Fernandes. But I think at the moment United are starting to have those injury problems. Paul Pogba, Marcus Rashford, Edison Cavani, Juan Mata, Van de Beek, all those guys are injured, and this is the crucial moment because of course AC Milan is a very, very good side, and AC Milan, don't you forget, is the side that has knocked Manchester United more times or most times in European competition. So we really do have to be keen. Of course, we also have defensive lapses, which caused yesterday's draw. Conceding in the 92nd minute is not a good thing, and giving AC Milan an away goal. The pressure is now on us, and we have to perform in the second leg back in Milan.
Okay. Looking at the Tottenham Hotspurs versus Dinamo Zagreb, the game ended 2-0 in favor of Tottenham Hotspurs. Was that a score you expected from Tottenham Hotspurs, and how far do you see Tottenham Hotspurs going in the competition?
I really see Tottenham as one of the biggest contenders in the Europa League at the moment because they are a very, very, very good side. They are attacking prowess at the moment. I mean, Harry Kane scored a brace yesterday. During the weekend, he was exceptional. They do have Gareth Bale at the moment, who's finding his feet, and is very, very important to that side. There's Lucas Moura, there's Son Heung-min. I think that was the result I expected, but of course you have to keep an eye on Tottenham because they are one of the contenders in the Europa League at the moment.
Finally, looking at Olympiacos versus Arsenal, did you see Arsenal winning that game?
I didn't expect them winning by a margin of 3-1.
Wait, are you speaking as a Manchester United fan or as an analyst?
As an analyst, because last season they were knocked out by Olympiacos. Olympiacos is a very, very good side. We all know that, and of course, conceding 3 goals at home for Olympiacos and giving Arsenal a 3-goal advantage, away goal advantage, is it is an enormous task for Olympiacos to come back. And I'd really, of course, expect Arsenal to go through to the next round. I don't see them having any major problems in the second leg.
Okay. Roma versus Shakhtar Donetsk. How far do you see Roma going into the competition? Honestly
speaking, by the way, I expected Shakhtar Donetsk to outclass AS Roma, but they proved me otherwise. And I think AS Roma is a good side, but I don't really think they will go that far. But they're an exciting side to watch, based on the fact that there are very, very other good teams in the Europa League at the moment. There's Villarreal, there's Rangers, who also play a very, very good football, though they drew yesterday. But I don't really fancy AS Roma to go far.
Anytime I talk about Roma, I remember the incredible comment that was given by Peter Drury when they knocked Barcelona out of the Champions League a couple of seasons ago. Finally, as we wrap up this part of the show, major game coming up this weekend, that is Manchester United is going to be playing against West Ham United. Jesse Lingard is going to be, is part of your team, but basically this time is going to be against you guys. I wanted to get your prediction on that particular game and what you expect in that game.
First of all, David Moyes has done a very incredible job at West Ham. Our boy Jesse Lingard, I mean, I'm a very, very big Jesse Lingard fan. And thank God, I don't think if he'll play because he's not allowed to play against his parent club. But West Ham are a very, very good side. They have quality players, Said Benrahma, Mikel Antonio, Cresswell, Declan Rice, Soucek. I mean, they will give Manchester United problems, of course, but it will be a good game. I can't really tell what will be the scoreline, but I'd expect a very, very tough game. That is not an easy game for Manchester United. If they play the way they played yesterday, if they don't come out big, I see problems for Manchester United.
Wolves versus Liverpool. Do you think Liverpool are going to come back to their initial form?
Of course, everybody's fancying, playing with Liverpool at the moment in the Premier League. So I think Wolves are coming in with some sort of morale. Liverpool having lost to Fulham over the weekend, I think they will give Liverpool problems. But I'd expect, of course, Jurgen Klopp's side to bounce back and go past Wolves, because Diego Jota is back. He's going to play against his former club, and for the past 2 games that he's played, he's been excellent. So I think it will be Liverpool win for that game.
Everton versus Burnley.
That is another very interesting game. But I think Everton would carry the day.
Okay. As we wrap up the show, John Makali, our host of Capo La Sporti, the show that airs on Monday at 8 p.m., asked me to ask you how far the progress of getting you bodyguards is going along, considering that Manchester United is winning at the moment. How far is that progress?
We are good. We have security. I mean, we won the derby. We have the bragging rights. And I think people expected us to lose, but we won, and yeah, we're good. So long as Chelsea remain, behind us, Arsenal, no one can tell us anything. I mean, we are the top side. I mean, Manchester City is only the team that is ahead of us. So I don't listen to Chelsea and Arsenal. Those are the blue and the red London farmers. I mean, they're nothing over us.
Thank you so much, Ian, for finding time to come on Metropole Sports Center. Always a good vibe having you on the show. Looking forward to having you again on the show as we talk of matters of football. I know the Formula One season is about to start, so looking forward to having more conversations with you with Matter Sports. Well, that's all the time that we had for on this segment. We take a short commercial break. Then after the break, I'm going to be back with the Events Watch of the Events Watch segment of the show, where I'm going to be pointing you in the right direction in terms of some of the games that you need to be watching out for, and also what are the do's and don'ts on a golf course. See you after the break.